All right. Shalom, shalom. Call halayim la, Yahawah, Bahashem Yahawashi, Bahashem Rahakakwadash. Yahawah being the true name and the only name in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kwadash, or the holy tongue who the world inwardly calls God. Yahawashi being the true name and the only name in the Paleo Hebrew, the Lashawan Kwadash, or the holy tongue who the world inwardly calls Jesus Christ. Letting you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negroid and indigenous descent know you are the true children of Israel. Yasharallah in the Paleo Hebrew, meaning he prince of the power. Double honors and salutations to the elder apostles of Great Millstone, the brothers on down, and the likewise like-minded brothers who are scattered throughout the earth teaching the same doctrine. And you speckled bird Israelites who look like the heathen nations, but truly go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, I bid you a shalom, and the Akim and the Aqua, the brothers and sisters who have returned to Yahawah, Shem Yahawashi, in spirit and in truth, I bid you a shalom as well. And when these 17 heathen nations outside the nation of Yasharallah are reading the Bible, what are they reading? They are reading your history. So it's your brother Amawan Yasharallah back with another lesson, prayerfully edifying through the power and spirit of Yahawah Shem Yahawashi. And tonight I want to deal with what? I want to deal with the title of this being the eyes of Yahawah by Shem Yahawashi, or Yahawah, why Yahawashi is omnipresent, right? It's omnipresent, man. Seeing everything, man. Right? And we're going to get into this, man. And what are the eyes of the Lord? It's his angels, man. What the so-called white man told you was a UFO, an alien, man, or a UAP, man. But the scriptures identify them as clouds, chariots, man, mountains, man, you know? So we're going to get into it, man, you know, using this truth, man, using this word, man, to dissect the lies of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, and bring edification to the hopefully elect of the house of Israel, man. So let's get started with Amos, man. The book of Amos, chapter 9 and verse 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord. What are the eyes of the Lord? Those chariots, man. What the so-called white man deemed the UFOs with his science fiction movies. Behold, the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom, the US of A, Babylon the Great in the scriptures, the virgin daughter of Babylon, the beauty of the Chaldees, excellency, Idumea, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth. America is destined to be destroyed, blown off the face of the map, being that lake of fire. Saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord, Yahawah Shem Yahawashi, who is the house of Jacob, you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans who were given this truth and this wisdom, man, that we have been breaking down through these lessons, man, right? So these angels, those UFOs, who the world ignorantly calls them, eyes been on this place, man, and all throughout the earth, man, recording. That's why the so-called white man, I told you earlier in the previous lesson, that the so-called white man try to mimic that with his cameras, man, right? So you know, unbeknownst to a lot of people, they don't understand what time you're in. They don't understand that this book is ancient, man. But guess what? It was written in an ancient text. But guess what? It's you're living in biblical times right now, man. And a lot of people like to say, well, we're in Revelations, and that's true. But you're also what? You're in the Old Testament as well, because you're in the days of Noah. Matthew. Let's go to Matthew chapter 24. Matthew chapter 24, and we're going to start at verse 37. Matthew chapter 24, and we're going to start at verse 37. But as the days of Noah were, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. For as in the days that were before the flood, they were eating and drinking. You see people out here partying, still in that festive spirit, and that kicking it spirit, in that hot girl summer spirit, and that digging it up spirit. They were eating and drinking, marrying and giving in marriage. You see people still going on with this garbage, man. Not understanding that sex is marriage in the Torah, man. Marrying and giving in marriage until the day that Noah entered into the ark. Verse 39, and knew not until the flood came and took them all away, so shall also the coming of the Son of Man be. But what is this flood going to be? This flood is going to be that baptism, man. That's what I love to call it, that baptism, but it's going to be by thermonuclear fire, man. That thermonuclear fire, man. the lake of fire, that baptism, man. So let's see how these eyes, these angels operate, man. Let's go to Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Sirach chapter 39, better known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha, man. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 19, man. Sirach chapter 39 and verse 19. And it reads, look at Esau Edom, man. They don't want the works of all flesh are before him, and nothing can be hid from his eyes. So everything that the so-called white man has done to oppress us, man, all his atrocities, man, have been recorded, man, by the greatest surveillance system in the world, man, which is the angels, man, those chariots, man. I believe it tell you in Psalm 68 and 17, the chariots of the Lord are 20,000, even thousands of angels, man. So with so many of them, innumerable, man. And that's how he's coming back with his angels, man, to destroy the Esau, Edom, and his wicked kingdom, the sinful kingdom, man. Let's read it again. Ecclesiasticus 39 and 19. The works of all flesh are before him. Nothing can be hidden from his eyes, man. So he has seen it all. And guess what? It's time to pay, man. Let's continue, man. Let's continue. Let's see how the angels operate, man. And those angels are what? Those angels, let's get the while we at it. Let's throw this in here, man. Let's get the biblical description, man, of them angels, man. Let's get the biblical description of those angels, man. Give me 1 second, man. Give me 1 second. This will be in the book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel. The book of Ezekiel. Bear with me. The book of Ezekiel, chapter 1 and verse 7, man. We're going to get the biblical description of the angels, man. Ezekiel chapter 1 and verse 7. And their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the soles of a calf's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. Who else has that burnished brass sparkle? None other than who the world will ignorantly call Jesus Christ. You can read about that in Revelations 1 and 14. So let's continue, man. Those angels, they look like so-called Negroes, just like Yahawashi. Yahawah. By Yahawashi, man, he there's no such thing as a secret. That's the earlier lesson, man. But it all, guess what? It all flows into one, man. You know, let's continue, man. Let's go to Ecclesiastes, because we're gonna see how these angels operate, man. You know, we're gonna see how the angels operate, man. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 in the Old Testament. Ecclesiastes chapter 10 and verse 20, man. Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought, and curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. Curse not the king, man. And Esau Edom has been doing what? He has, when you go into Revelation, the 11th chapter, it tells you how this was the place where he was crucified, where they put up that false image, where they put up a so-called white boy, man, a homosexual punk, man, and told you that he loved everybody, man. So let's read that again. Ecclesiastes 10 and 20. Curse not the king, no, not in thy thought. Curse not the rich in thy bedchamber. Who are the rich? You can go to Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9 and tell you who the rich is. So curse not the king nor the rich. That's what Esau Edom has been doing, man. In their thoughts and when they lay down, man. Continue. For a bird of the air shall carry the voice, and that which have wings shall tell the matter. So that's the angels, man. Right? That's the angels, man. Going back to Yahawah, giving them the news, giving them the update, man. Everything that they saw, man. And they are thorough, man. They are thorough with that info, man. Call halal, Yahawashi. So let's continue, man. Let's go to Job, man, because I'm trying to, keep this thing, concise and to the point, man. Job chapter 24. Salakia 34. Job chapter 34. And we're going to start at verse 21. Job chapter 34 and verse 21. For his eyes, those angels, for his eyes are upon the ways of man, and he seeth all his goings. There is no darkness, nor shadow of death. Where is the valley of the shadow of death? Right here in the pit, man, the US of A. There is no darkness, no shadow of death. You can read about that in Job, the 10th chapter, I believe. I believe that's Job 10. Don't hold me to that. Job. It's the book of Job. There is no darkness, no shadow of death where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. But what is these devils going to try to do? What are they doing right now? They going down into these bunkers, man. They going down. You seen Jeff Bezos and that boy from Virgin Records. Can't think of the damn devil's name, man. They've been so-called trying to shoot them rockets up into space, man. You know, they're trying to hide themselves from them iniquities. Because see, the so-called white man, their elite, which would be Satan or Lucifer, the Luciferians on the left-hand side, they know these scriptures better than the majority of our people, man. They know these scriptures is real, man. So guess what? They gonna try to defy a prophecy, man. And let's get that account of them hiding. You know, let's go to Revelations. Revelations chapter 6. Proving that the eyes are what? Let me read that one more time before we leave. Job chapter 34 and verse 22 again. Job chapter 34. I'm going to start at 21 one more time, man. Job 34 and 21. For his eyes are upon the ways of man, with them angels going back to tell the matter, and he seeth all his goings. The wicked of our nation, Esau, Edom, these other nations, and the hopeful elect, man. So if you ain't doing this work, if you're not diligently seeking him, man, he's seeing that shit, man. Verse 22, there is no darkness nor shadow of death where the workers of iniquity may hide themselves. But what these damn demons going to try to do? Revelations chapter 6, and we're going to start at verse 15. Revelation 6, and we're going to start at verse 15. And the kings of the earth, those elite bankers, those elite, the Rothschilds, the DuPonts, the Gettys, the Rockefellers, man, the Zuckerbergs and all them guys, man, they all one for real. And the kings of the earth and the great men and the rich men, you know, the lords like Bill Gates and them guys, the chief captains, the high-ranking military people, and the mighty men and every bondman, because down there they're going to have slaves too. Down there in them bunkers, and them holes in the rocks, them dens, they gonna have slaves too. Every bondman and every free man hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains. But watch this, and said to the mountains and the rocks, fall on us and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne and from the wrath of the Lamb. Yahawah, by Shem Yahawashi. For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand? So these people are praying that them damn mountains that they going in, that they got these elaborate cities, gonna fall on them and hide them from their creator, man. Showing you that, guess what? For real, Esau Edom is a base man. You got to be, you dumb as a motherfucker, man, to think you gonna hide from your creator, man. When he makes what is Proverbs 21:1, the king's heart or his mind is in the hand of the Lord, man. Let's continue, man. Amos, what else they gonna do? Amos 9:2. Going back to the book of Amos, man. Amos 9:2, man. Amos 9:2. Though they dig into hell, they have something called what? Deep underground military bases. Them domes, man, they got military bases in the mountains, man. You know what I mean? So what does this prove? There's no place under the ground where you go burn forever, man. Your soul burn. It ain't nothing. It's bullshit, man. It's nothing but a damn lie from Esau Edom, man, and his damn Roman Catholicism and his what you call that, man? His damn Greek mythology, man. Let's read it again. Amos chapter 9 and verse 2. Though they dig into hell, them underground bunkers and them deep underground military bases, then shall my hand take them. Who is that hand? The hand will be Yahawashi, but Yahawashi is will make those elect men joint heirs. So that hand will be those guys, those brothers, man, who are here laboring for that spiritual power, man. Though they climb up to heaven, going up in them damn spaceships, Jeff Bezos and them boys, thence will I bring them down. The eyes of the Lord are omnipresent, man. And though they hide themselves in the top of Carmel, I will search and take them out thence. And though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence I will command the serpent, and he shall bite them. Who is that serpent? Leviathan, man. Where the so-called white man got the Loch Ness Monster from? Call Allah Yahawashi. Let's continue, man. Because what? How is it, even though they hide, let's read that last part on Amos 9:3. Though and I will search and take them out thence, and though they be hid from my sight in the bottom of the sea, thence I will command the serpent Leviathan, and he shall bite them. Now watch this, man. How is he, even though they hid, how is he gonna see? How is he gonna see? We going back to Sirach, better known as Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Sirach chapter 23 and verse 19, man. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men. So these niggas, they worried about the police. You worry about the feds when they on surveillance. That's what you fear. You fear the feds, but you don't fear Yahawashi, who made you the elite, who made you the top people on this earth, man. And you got to be baptized for that with that thermonuclear fire, man. Ecclesiastes 23:19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi are 10,000 times brighter than the sun? How can you imagine that? How bright is that? I mean, can they even make an illustration for that, man? Hell no. Beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret part. So ain't nothing being hid from him, man. He know who faking. He know who ain't sincere, man. He knows who your innermost. That's how he said what? He will bring your fear upon you, man. He will bring Isaiah 66:4 because he know, man. If you're scared of a bowl of mustard, man, he gonna lead you to a mustard factory, man. Straight like that. Call Allah Yahawashi, man. Let's continue, man. And what else did those eyes see? It seen this. This why you have to be baptized. You especially you Judites and you Ephraimites, man, and you Issacharites, man. I can't even really say Issachar because I'm seeing more you Judites and you Ephraimites, man, with this right here, man. Romans chapter 1. Romans chapter 1. This is why you have to be baptized, man. This is why you have to be baptized with the cleanse with that thermonuclear sauna, man. That thermonuclear bath, man. Yeah. You're gonna skinny dip in that bath, man. Call Allah Yahawashi. Romans chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause the Most High gave them up unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. So you want to be lesbian, huh? You want to do 3 ways, huh? Well, guess what? You're going to be baptized. You got to be blessed. You better pray you even get to get baptized because you got so many more things coming in Jacob's trouble, man. And guess what? Let's deal with this real quick. Isaiah chapter 29 and verse 16. Isaiah 6. Isaiah 29:6. Because what? Thou shalt be visited of the Lord, Yahawah by Hashem Yahawashi of hosts. He's a man of war, congruent to Exodus 15:3. Thou shalt be visited of the Lord of hosts with thunder and with earthquake and great noise, them thermonuclear missiles, with storm and tempest and the flame of devouring fire, man. What else? Sirach and Ecclesiastes. Sirach and Ecclesiastes chapter 40. You know, I got off. I didn't plan to go into these, but I'm going through the spirit now. Sirach chapter 40 and verse 8. Such things happen unto all flesh, both man and beast, and that is 7-fold more upon sinners. You damn faggots and you damn lesbians and you damn disloyal bitch made fool ass punks, man. You 2/3 Israelites. Death and bloodshed, strife and sword, calamity, famine, tribulation, and the scourge. So guess what? These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. We started off with the days of Noah, man. Look how all this lined up, man. Man, without this truth, where would you be, man? Without this truth, where would you be, man? So let me get back on topic, back on Romans. I just had to get that out, man. Romans chapter 1. And I'm going to start again at 26. For this cause the Most High gave them unto vile affections, for even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. You wanted to be homo and do 3 ways, huh? And likewise also the men, leaving the natural use of the woman, you damn punk, burnt in their lust one toward another. Men with men working that which is unseemly. It's unseemly when you doing what you doing, man. And you striving against your maker. Is that Isaiah 45:9, I believe? Isaiah the 45th chapter. Men with men working that which is unseemly and receiving in themselves that recompense of the error which was meet. Yeah, you're gonna get the meat, meaning worthy. You're gonna get what's worthy for that. That baptism, that thermonuclear baptism. And even as they did not like to retain Most High in their knowledge, you didn't want to retain him in your knowledge. The Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind. So if you got this truth, this wisdom, man, all these lessons that's been coming out, man, it's all lining up, boy. It's all lining up. Call Allah Yahawashi. If you don't get the understanding, it's not for you, man. It's not for you. Let me read that again. The Most High gave them over to a reprobate mind to do those things which are not convenient. Yeah, because guess what? Unbeknownst behind closed doors, you fight with that shit, man. The world don't see that. You come out here in June, so-called Pride Month, and you put on the front, man. Verse 29, being filled with all unrighteousness, fornication, wickedness, covetousness, maliciousness, full of envy, murder, debate, deceit, malignity, whispers. That's why the eyes is on the sinful kingdom, man. That's why the angels is running back and telling them matter about this shit here. Verse 30, backbiters, haters of the Most High, despiteful, proud. How are you proud? That so-called pride boasters. Yeah, y'all on Facebook and Instagram talking about, look what I got, all these damn photos, selfies and shit. Inventors of evil things, man. Yeah, they jumping in front of the damn, what's the new challenge? You're running in front of moving 18-wheelers, man. Disobedient to parents, man. You don't want to hear the prophets. The parents is the elders and apostles of great millstone, and the brothers on down with them likewise doctrines, man. Verse 31, without understanding, covenant breakers, man. You're eating pork, shrimp, crab, and lobster. You're being a punk, man. You chasing after the next man, a wife, man. Without natural affection, you're a fag. Implacable, unmerciful, man. Verse 32, who knowing the judgment of the Most High, that they which commit such things are worthy of death. Because the covenant was given to you. Salakia. Excuse me. Not only do the same, but have pleasure in them that do them. So you rolling with the shit. You know. So now let's get ready to bring it around to the close. Yeah. So going through all that sums up why the eyes is on the sinful kingdom in a nutshell, man. You know, we could get even deeper, but watch this. Let's go to 2 Peter, man. 2 Peter, man, chapter 2. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. 2 Peter chapter 2 and verse 5. Watch this. Watch how this all went. Because we started off, and the second precept was Matthew, the days of Noah. 2 Peter 2 and 5, and spared not the old world, because there's nothing new under the sun, but saved Noah, the eighth person. Noah, his wife, his 3 sons and 8 wives, a preacher of righteousness. Who are the preachers of righteousness now? Those brothers with this testimony of Yahawashi, the spirit of prophecy, that's standing out there teaching 100% truth on the highways and hedges, ain't using no damn microphones, ain't got no sticks at the camp, man. The elder apostles of great millstone and brothers on down. A preacher of righteousness, bringing in the flood upon the world of the ungodly. This world right here, Esau Edom's world, man. The so-called white man's world, white supremacy world. Verse 6, and turning the cities of Sodom and Gomorrah into ashes, condemning them with an overthrow. That's what's happening. That's what Yahawashi bringing with that thermonuclear baptism, an overthrow. What's Sodom? Revelation 11th chapter, man. Spiritual Sodom and Egypt, right here. Babylon the Great, Idumea, the land of Uz. Making them an example unto those that after should live ungodly. But guess what? These people are hard-headed. Yahawashi did what? He hardened their hearts, man. They can't see it, man. So they did even worse. Watch this, verse 7. And delivered just Lot. Lot is a symbolization of the hopeful elect, vexed with the filthy conversations of the wicked. Verse 8, for that righteous man dwelling among them and seeing and hearing vexed his righteous soul from day to day with their unlawful deeds. Because we sick of this place. A wise man, oppression makes a wise man mad, man. Verse 9, the Lord knoweth how to deliver the godly out of temptations. How have he delivered the godly out of temptations? With this truth, man, with this comforter, man. Call Allah Yahawashi Yahawashi. And to reserve the unjust until the day of judgment to be punished. So these niggas walking around here thinking the Most High with them, man. But guess what? He ain't doing nothing but reserving you. He ain't doing nothing but reserving you. It ain't nothing but a snare, man. Ooh-wee. But this is what we holding our hat on, and this is the last scripture we're going to close out with this. Psalms, chapter 33. Psalms chapter 33, and I prayerfully this right here ought to bring chills up your spine, man. Psalms chapter 33 and 18. Behold, the eyes of the Lord. Those angels, Yahawashi by Hashem, Yahawashi and them angels, behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him. Who are the ones who are fearing him? The ones sighing and crying, the ones who are turning back and repenting to the best of their ability and in spirit and in truth. Behold, the eye of the Lord is upon them that fear him, upon them that hope in his mercy. Because we are creatures of hope, man. We prisoners of hope, Salakia. Verse 19, to deliver their soul. Who is the deliverer? Yahawashi. To deliver their soul from death and to keep them alive in famine. Because Isaiah 65 and 13 tell you what? My servant shall eat, for this famine coming down the block, man. Straight like that. Call Allah Yahawashi Yahawashi. Psalm 33 and 20. Our soul waited for the Lord, Yahawashi Yahawashi. He is our help and is our shield, man. Ooh, if you don't got this truth, you gonna get baptized, man. And we don't give a fuck about you, man. Call Allah Yahawashi Yahawashi. So with that, we're going to give all glories and honors to Yahawah, by Hashem Yahawashi, by Hashem Rahakakwadash. Yahawah being the true name and the only name in the Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kwadash, or the Holy Tongue, who the world innately calls God. Yahawashi being the true name and the only name in the Paleo-Hebrew, the Lashawan Kwadash, the Holy Tongue, who the world innately calls Jesus Christ. Letting you so-called blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans of Negroid and indigenous descent know you are the true children of Israel. Yasharah in the Paleo-Hebrew, meaning he, prince of the power. Double honors and salutations to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well and teach well, who I learn from daily, the brothers on down, and the likewise like-minded brothers who are teaching the same doctrine scattered throughout the earth. You speckled bird Israelites who look like the heathen nations, but go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. I bid you a shalom. You Akim, you Akwaf, you brothers and you sisters who have turned back to Yahawashi Yahawashi and spirit and truth. I bid you a shalom as well. And when these heathen nations, the 17 nations outside of Yasha are reading the scriptures, what are they reading? They're reading your history. DTA Abba Babal Helasum Kwam Yasharala.